Okay, we're making some great progress. This brings us to step 5, how to add links and content to your sidebar. So on the sidebar of your blog, if you're wondering how to get your recent posts there, how to place banner ads, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to go to Appearance, Widgets. So if you hover your mouse over here over Appearance, you go over here to Widgets. This widget section is basically where you're going to drag and drop stuff into your blog. Okay, so this is where you're going to drag and drop stuff pretty much right here in this primary widget area. This is the main area widget. Now, let's just go ahead and walk through what some of these widgets are. Categories, pretty self-explanatory. As you make categories, you could have a drop-down list there. Links, this is going to be important. Recent posts, that's the most important. You could have a search bar, and then text. This allows you to do basically anything. So text is where you're going to get really, really creative. So, and you basically stack them on top of each other. So watch what happens. You click, let's say recent posts, you're going to just go ahead and click it, and then hold down and drag it over until you see that box appear, and then boom, drop it. So you just drag and drop it right in there. And then you could title this, it's going to be default recent posts, but you could put a title there, and you could show how many posts to show. Now I recommend showing like 15, but of course you're going to start with having no posts, so it's really not going to show any. It's going to be default until you show posts. It's not going to start showing up. So maybe the first thing you have there is recent posts. And then underneath that you might have, let's say, categories. You just drag and drop that right there. Categories. You got a few different ways to do it. Display as a drop-down menu. Show post counts. So that'll show how many posts you have in each category. So this really might be a good thing if you created like 10 categories for your blog, and then you showed those 10 categories and you show post counts. It would say, let's say one of the categories for real estate, for example, one of them was homes for sale, and it might have a little number next to that that says 13, because maybe you have 13 posts in that section. So that's pretty cool. So there's a lot of little things you could do here with categories. You can close it. Okay, you can keep messing around here. Archives, a monthly archive of your site's posts. So over time, you archive it just like that, and that way search engines will be able to crawl all your back posts. Okay, there's a few other things you could do if you want to put in tag cloud. If you're using tags, you could put in a tag cloud if you want. You could put in a search box. A lot of stuff. Links. Let's just go ahead and put in links just like that. So you can basically create like a blog roll. We'll just put all links. You can basically create like links to all kinds of different sites. Now this is great if you have a bunch of sites, or you have other company sites, or anything else you want to build link popularity for. You can go ahead and create a list of links. And I'll show you how to do that in another module, how to actually go in there and edit all those links. But still, it's pretty cool. We'll drag that in there. And then really this last thing is text. So you go over here in text. Now with text, this is just a straight up, anything that you want goes right here. Okay. Now this does require HTML, but the good news is that a lot of times the HTML is already available on the web. Like if you wanted to embed a YouTube video, you would just grab the embed code and you'd put it right there. If you wanted to do an image, there is image source code. I guess I could show you, maybe like an image or something like that. And we'll just do this image right here. Okay, so I could just right click on this image, and there's just a lot of different links that I could do here. What I'm going to do is copy the image address, okay, and we'll go back over there and then paste it. Now there's the actual image. Now you need to know HTML in order to put an image in, okay? There's a lot of ways to do HTML. I'm not trying to teach everybody HTML in this, but I guess you could always pause it and just copy it. So from that standpoint, I guess you could do that. Just image, img, space, srs equals quotation mark. Okay, so it's the left bracket, img space src, which is short for image source, equals quotation mark, and then the actual link to the image, quotation mark, done. That right there is it. That's it. So I guess you could just copy and paste that if you want. That's going to show the image. Now it's going to show it the wrong size. So you go into space, width equals 100%. Oops, 100%. Okay. Now what I've just done is I've just said show an image, show this image, and make it width 100%. So whatever size that little sidebar is, it's going to make it fit perfectly in that size. And I don't do height because the height will automatically be adjusted. And then, of course, if you remember the HTML code for the links before that, I could do href equals http, let's see, maxsound.com. Now, I'm putting in my link. Of course, I'm going to erase it because that's not going to work for her. But it would just go just like that. Okay? That's how it would actually look like a link. So whatever it is, and then you just save. So it's pretty simple, and if you ever want to drag it out, you just drag it out. And now it's not there anymore. So that's that tutorial. See you on the next video.